Hello! I'm so excited today. Okay, so we are at my client Beth's house, which I will explain. I will also be cutting to me shopping for everything that is occurring in the next couple minutes. So pretty much Beth is a customer I got. I am an interior designer, as I've said in other videos. So my company's name is Your Choice Designs. I started working at Loving Choices, which is a donation-based place I volunteer at. Not bragging, it's definitely something I was doing in my, not even my off time, it was my work hours. I'm giving away my time to work to make money to go and help girls because these girls are usually confused, pregnant, don't have a lot of money, are seeking God, and I can relate to a lot of the things going on in their lives. So I started working there back a few months ago, and my woman, my lady friend Michaela, she is awesome. She's my my go-to mentor at Loving Choices. She has a best friend named Beth. So Beth is a divorced, God-fearing woman who is starting a brand new home from scratch, never had anything decorated in her life. Again, it's very, very God-like to me that this is even happening because this time of year is Christmas and she's wanting to have me come in with a certain budget, which this number, I was shocked she even would be willing to spend this time of year again. But, you know, like her friend Michaela, who I shadow, said, she's ready for a change. And so she recommended me, Loving Choices recommended me to her friend Beth, you know, Michaela did. And it was just great, you know. We hit it off right away. We went shopping a few times. I documented one of the trips I did by myself to get the last little bits of stuff. And yeah, so this time of year can be tough, so I'm very grateful, and it's just fantastic how everything's been working out. So I'm going to cut to what this house looks like, and then I'm going to go ahead and do some quick editing so you can see how it was for me to shop for this person. And again, this person, though, I could relate to her 100% too. Like, her and I both haven't always been followers of God, and once we started following him and realizing that we're not in charge, things just start happening, things fall into place. And pretty much when you start looking at things that are not just revolving around you, you become more selfless, then more rewards happen, and this is one of my rewards. So I just wanted to document that.
All right, so we are in Beth's home. I'm just showing you now the colors and the themes she's going for. I decorated all of this little area here. Her beautiful home. I did this lovely little interesting mirror thing here on the wall because she hated that mirror. She loves elephants. Got her some cool candles. I got more stuff to work with over here. We are definitely a work in progress. She wanted a blanket ladder, so I made her one of those. Yep, but I am slowly but surely making it all happen. So I will show you the progress when I am done here, but in the meantime, I'm gonna cut to the shopping.
All right, so I'm about to go in there.
Holy cow. We're in a winter wonderland. Holy cow. It just keeps going. Okay, now we're gonna cut to what really matters. And we are off to store number 2.
We're at one of my absolute favorite places. It is called the Rusted Rooster. It's got a big old rooster there. So we're gonna go inside here and see how much damage we can do. Just kidding, we're gonna do the opposite of that, right?
One thing I like to do is get ideas, because that's $40, and see if I can't make things on my own for cheaper. All right, so I am done. I still have this whole wall to do in this beautiful dining room of Beth's. Love her light fixture there. this whole section also. Those are some leftover things I still have to work with on that table. I'm using all of her old pieces. She has a lot of things she's inherited over time, so there's a ton of old pieces I'm using. I found this amazing pear. I love that pear, and it says gourmet in front of it. All right, and then everything was just walls like that, right? So with this mirror she hated, this brown framed mirror, I decided to make it look like there's some mirrors, like mirror babies coming out from behind that mirror, and she loved it, and it was really cool. I mean, I've just been praying every time before I do anything. And then the top of that piano, I'm not sure if I want to keep the elephant there, but for now it's good. And I got a little candle holder. That box is her grandfather's shoe shining box, and I thought, hey, wouldn't that be cool to put that right next to a little yellow stool for pop of yellow. We're adding a lot more yellow. And there's the hallway. It says hope. She just had a table there and nothing on the walls, so it was finding these hot air balloons was just amazing, because I felt like, man, the colors are exactly what she wants. They're yellow and blue and green, and they're faded, and it works with this painting so well. Just got some family pictures here. And then I'm not doing anything with those rooms yet. She said as soon as she can afford to do more room, she will. For now, it's just this big open area I'm showing you. And then this ladder was barren, and there was a big old box of blankets here, which you'll see in a minute. And I put all the blankets draped around the ladder right there in the corner, because they like to cuddle, she says, her and her 2 kids. Then this was, again, another blank shelf. She fell in love with that painting. It is pastels. It's beautiful. It's actually it's 3-dimensional. Put it up on top there with a pop of yellow. And I got her, it's her grandfather's pocket watch there on a little hanger. And I thought that was cool. The sweet mother and daughter in front of the mirror. She loves elephants, so I found this white, yellow, white's good, just splash in all the color. And she got some good books she likes to keep out. And then she has another older clock and this old candle holder. This, you can see it's definitely an antique, but I just put some flowers in there and then put the rest as her book ends, as her the leftover books she has left. And then I found this picture, which will match the other side of the bookshelves. And I saw another white thing, a little white flower that kind of looked like the flower in the picture. And then she had a ton of cables and this box that was just completely just scattered everywhere with cords all around. So I went ahead and put some of the cords in there and then flipped that one upside down and put that on top, so it was a little nicer looking. She has these couches existing, and that this is another example of how she already had things that really worked well, and that was just all the colors literally were working with, but they're magazines rolled up, and it looks like little flowers all over this lamp. Her big tree, she said it was the ugliest tree she's seen, but it made them laugh, so she got it, and that's why I love her. She's amazing. And then up there we got, you can't really see it, but it says, "He will cover you with his feathers, and under the wings you will find." And that's, you will find refuge, right? Yeah. You can see it when you stand back, but I got that up on a basket in there so you could see the whole quote and some flowers. And then I got, these were all, again, this is all blank. She had nothing, she had no idea what she wanted to do. And some of these things were already existing, like these 2 binocular holders that her great-grandparents had that she inherited. She is one of only 2 sisters. The rest of her family, parents, grandparents, everyone's passed away. Her sister has cancer. So she's definitely, this is an emotional thing to keep things that, I knew it was a big deal to her when she showed me everything she had to work with. But I found a little white pig and these 2 little baskety balls, and I thought, you know what, that would work really well because they're opposite shapes, but the big to small works, and a little pig in the middle. And I got another one of those little basketballs, but it kind of matched the frame over here, and I thought that was just a beautiful pop of color, and a little gold holder there. I thought that was cool with the gold rim around the painting. And then this is another inheritance she has of John H. Snyder. I believe she said those were her great uncles. I'm not sure, but that was my name. I saw that. I was like, what, Lindsay? What? No, the different way of spelling it. But yeah, so those two had to come out here somehow. I only finished about half of what I'm showing you like last night, only about half of what I'm showing you, but she texted me crying. Say, this is just exactly what I wanted. So I know praying before doing this helped me, because I wouldn't have known what really meant the most to her to put where, you know. So she says she wouldn't change a thing, which is what every designer wants to hear when they're not being over, pretty much like shadowed, looked over their shoulder the whole time, right? I saw this little angel she had, and I thought that was sweet, because these books are from the 1800s, these Bibles, and they meant a lot to her. So I put one there, and put Believe behind it. I thought that was appropriate. And then she already had this little wooden holder, so I found these 3 little guys for $1 each, because she loves succulents. She loves whatever is in, she didn't even know they were in style. Like, that's why I love her. She just loves things, and they just so happen to be everywhere. So, like elephants. She loves elephants and pigs. So, I found these white things, and then I thought, hey, this dish, she already had this dish, this little holder. And I put the little succulent right there, kind of behind it, because the succulents are over here. So I kind of continued it here with the elephant, which is just so whimsical, like her, and spontaneous. And then I found this little sunflower in one of the rooms, and it had like a tiny little hole in this vase, so I stuck it in there. I thought it was just a cool pop of color. And then this is a pig, which she loved, with the little succulents coming out of the head. And then again, I had a frame, so I just kind of put more succulents right over there in the corner, keeping like a, you know, every single shelf's gonna have a theme, so this is more like a plant theme. And every single shelf I feel like is whimsical. And then I found this bird cage, which is just beautiful white, and this little hourglass thingy. And I believe, yeah, stickers on the bottom, so I'm gonna keep it like that. But yeah, and then she had this already in the room, as life isn't about finding yourself, it's about discovering who God created you to be. And pretty flowers. And then I had the very bottom here, covered in games. The whole thing was covered in games. So I decided there's blankets in this chest, which is where the blankets came from for that ladder. And I thought, okay, I'm just gonna open this up, drape the blankets on the side, so they could still be easily accessible for them, but then use this chest for all the games they have. There's so many games in there. And then I let it, like the shelf that's hidden away anyway, I just put the rest of the games there. But this little guy, I'm not sure about this shelf right now. I really do think I want to change it still. Maybe even add a pop of color, but not sure. And let's see here. I think that's about it, but everything has just been coming together really well. And I still have to do this area and the kitchen. So I told her, though, for her party tonight, I would at least get this main area finished, and I thought that looked pretty good. I'm really excited for her to see the final look.